Hi, this is Barb Pitcock, and in the next few minutes, I want to share with you our story and how an average couple could go from being dead broke to making more money per week than they used to make in a month, and eventually more money per month than they had ever made in a year. I don't want to tell you just about our story and what happened for us, but I want you to be inspired by the end of the CD to start to dream. Whether you join our company or not, I want you to start to think about what you could do if money was no object. And to think to yourself, if I knew that failure was not an option today, what would I do with my life? You know, in 1996, Dave and Barb Pitcock were a newly married couple, 23 and 24 years old, 2 babies, 1 baby on the way. We owned 5 businesses in our little small town of Russell, Kansas. Only about 2,500 people lived there. We had big dreams and goals, and from the day that we got married, we made a decision that we were going to put God first, then our family, and then our careers. How many of you have ever had those priorities in your life? But it seems like we get into debt, and all of a sudden the wolves are at the door and we're needing to service the bills that we've acquired, and we begin to work and work and work and forget about what's most important in our life. That happened to us in 1996. Dave and I were very, very successful business owners. I had a full-service salon. I was a dance instructor with over 60 students coming on a weekly basis. Dave was a very successful entrepreneur. He refinished oak furniture. He sold furniture to furniture stores all over the Midwest at wholesale, allowing them to retail the product. We did craft shows on the weekend. We owned a consignment store. We did everything we possibly could in an 8-hour day to make money. But it ended up to be a lot more than an 8-hour day. At the end of the night, we would pick our kids up from daycare and the sun was going down. And the next morning, we would drop them off early in the morning, only to go back and work again. How many of you are in a 40-year rut doing the same thing day after day after day just to pay the bills, never knowing if you'll ever be totally debt-free? I told you I didn't want to just talk about us. I wanted to share what could happen for you. Now, many of you may not be in a situation like we were when we joined. You may have more credibility, more friends, maybe you even have more money. We were actually in a bankruptcy situation in 1996 when a friend came to us and offered us a network marketing opportunity. Now, I know that timing is everything in business, and I know that it takes money to make money, but I've never seen an opportunity where you could join for so little and the upside potential would be so big. You know, of all the businesses we ever opened, the least investment we ever made was a coffee bar. And we knew that timing was everything in business. We wanted to be in the right place at the right time, and we knew that luck had a lot to do with that. We opened a coffee bar in 1996, and nobody in our hometown even knew what coffee or espresso was back then. Well, coffee maybe, but not espresso as we know it today. Network marketing in 1996. We were 23 and 24 years old. 2 babies, 1 on the way, and like I said, we were just trading time for money, working 50, 60, 70-hour weeks. We would drop our children off early in the morning at daycare, work all day long, just to pick them up after supper and sometimes even after dark. Trading time for money. How many people do you know that right now would love to be spending more time with the people they love, but because they're under the thumb of their boss, working for a paycheck, they're not truly able to do what they want when they want because they need the money to be able to pay for it? And that's really where we found ourselves. You know, I was always a big dreamer. I'll never forget when Dave and I first got married. I could not wait to have some beautiful home and pillars on the front of it. And Dave, being a bull rider, his dream was just a double wide trailer and some kids. And we sat down as a couple and said, you know, in our life, we are always going to focus trying to keep God first, then our family, then our career. And that sounds good when you're young and you haven't experienced all the stress that you're going to go through being parents, owning your own home, starting your own business. And what happens is people lose sight of what their true priorities are because they're under the thumb. They all are in debt. If people make $10,000 a month, they're spending $10,500. If they make $500 a week, they're spending $600 a week. And the reason why is because we live in a society where everywhere you look it says no interest, no payments, finance this, charge that. Everyone is trying to help you to be able to buy more than what you can afford because of credit and debt. Dave and I found out the hard way. In 1996, we were close to $200,000 in debt, 5 businesses, 2 babies, 1 on the way, no more time in the day left. One day we sat down, looked at all of our outgo and all of our income, We truly had no idea how we could continue at the rate that we were going and pay the bills. But we didn't want to just give up. And we were praying for something to come along. Folks, we were in a bankruptcy situation saying, what more can we do? And I'm sitting there at night looking at my children as they're asleep, wishing that I had more time to spend with them, and thinking the next morning I'd have to be at the salon by 7 o'clock because 2 hours meant $40 because I could do a haircut and a perm. Staying late meant people might come in and purchase things out of the store or use the tanning salon. You know, time for money. And I'm just going to ask you on this CD, how much time do you have, and can you increase your income based on not putting any more time in? And if the answer is no, what I want to share with you is how we were able to leverage our time and make more money per month than we used to make in an entire year just by taking a chance and getting involved in an opportunity, working from home, working smarter instead of working harder. Now, I am excited about the industry now, but in 1996 when Dave called and said, Barb, I just joined network marketing, I was not a happy camper. I'd been in network marketing before, and I had big dreams and goals, but I had just never seen it work. And I guess in our point in life, we were in debt, we didn't have a lot of extra money, and we were never home. So why would I be looking for a home-based business? What happened was, right after I was praying for something to come along, you know, you really have to think about what you pray about, because sometimes the answer comes and then you say, no, not network marketing. And that's exactly what happened to me. I'll never forget the day I was doing a haircut, baby hanging on my leg, one in the kangaroo. I'm cutting hair. Somebody's wanting me to go mix them a coffee. People trying to buy crafts and candles. Just absolute mayhem going on in my life. And in the door walked a total stranger. And that man today is one of our best friends in the entire world. He shared with my husband a vision, a company, timing, and being able to get in on something. And Dave did it. Now, I didn't know that 5 years later, we would be the top money earners in a company and be financially free. But it happened so fast. And I'm telling you this, not to talk about everything that's happened for me, but to show you an opportunity that's going to be presented to you with incredible timing in the industry, a proven track record, unbelievable product line, and a compensation plan that is so lucrative. I honestly have never seen any other way that people can work from home, be in control of their time, and become financially free based on their efforts and exactly how hard they want to work. Well, Dave and I have been in the industry for 10 years, and although we've been the top money earners in 2 companies and we've been financially free since 1997, we haven't always worked that hard. We got involved, we showed a few friends what we were going to do, they got excited, they told a few friends, and within 90 days of enrolling in our first company, our checks were over $4,000 a month. Folks, timing has a lot to do with that. We got in during a phase when a company was just launching, and people were so excited, there was a fear of loss. What if I miss out? I honestly used to feel like it was like being in the garage when Microsoft was being invented, or having someone come to me and say, would you like to get in on a Walmart store before it opens? It was like being in on the invention of eBay or something. I mean, I truly would lay in bed at night thinking, pinching myself, thinking, is this too good to be true? And folks, I was always told if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Thank God I was not so skeptical that I missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime. And I know that you may be thinking, I have no time, I have no money, I don't have any friends that will do this. Folks, there is no one I've ever met that has a story any worse off than where Dave and I were when we were presented with an opportunity. But the difference in us was not everybody took advantage of the opportunity. We did. Within 90 days, our checks were over $4,000 a month. By the end of the year, they were at $7,000. The next year, we hit $17,000 a month in income. And by the end of that 5 years, we had made over $30,000 a month in network marketing. Now, that planted a dream in our heart, not just for us to have success, but for us to be able to show our friends and family how they could. I look at my closest friends. Dave and I would go to Hawaii or travel and take the kids to Disney World. And, you know, we couldn't really tell our friends to get involved in the company that we were in because it wasn't the right timing like it was when we got involved. And after several years of just sitting back and being retired, had made millions of dollars, created millions in sales volume for the company, Dave and I looked at each other and said, you know, we feel like we are here such a short time on this planet. And the things that we could do to serve other people. One day we were sitting in church, the preacher looked straight at me and said, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing with the talent that you've been blessed with, and where have you given the treasures that you have received? And it didn't take Dave and I long to figure out that our calling was to start a company, to share our knowledge and our success system, to align ourselves with the greatest manufacturers of products, with the finest consultants in the industry that have taken companies to millions of dollars in sales, to have the top leadership join us as a team and look at each other and say, our mission is to go out there and help as many other people as we possibly can to become financially free through the movement of products in a legitimate company, helping other people. We are so excited about the launch of this company, Lavinity. What is Lavinity? Lavinity is a word that stands for so many things. It talks about unity, integrity, family. It's about being free. It's about being honest. It's about people. And it's about going out in an industry of network marketing and looking at people and saying to them, I know that you have goals and dreams. I know that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and this is it. Folks, this is only my opinion, but I truly do believe that we could be the fastest growing network marketing company to ever launch in this industry. Why? Because we have been distributors. This company is a company founded by people who have actually been out in the trenches. I've been in single-wide in mobile home living rooms. I've been with single moms that were trying to figure out how to put food on the table. I've been in the offices of attorneys that were multimillionaires saying, we want to leverage our time. We make a lot of money, but we truly don't have any time. Some of my friends make $70,000 and $80,000 a month off oil investments, but timing was good for them. And for the first time in my life, I feel like we are giving birth to an opportunity where I can share with my friends and family and say, if you will join, based on your efforts, and you'll want to read the compensation plan because it truly will pay you as much or as little as you want to make based on the production of the volume that you do moving the products through your sales organization. But how many of you are working hard already anyway? Just like Dave and Barb Pitcock, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And by the time our third baby came along, Callie Ann, Dave and I looked at each other and said, that's it. We're going to be full-time stay-home parents. What are your dreams and goals? What is it that you would like to achieve? How much money would it take to make you excited every day, to make you jump out of bed and your feet hit the floor and you could do anything you wanted because you love to do it, not because you have to do it? That is what this opportunity is about. And I believe that in the next few months, there will be people that could be making more money per month than they ever dreamt possible. I also know that not everybody's going to do it. There will be some people just like Barb Pitcock that are going to look at their spouse and say, what did you join? I honestly can't believe that you would think that that could get you financial freedom. Folks, I'm here to tell you, it's happening for people every day. A millionaire is born every few minutes, and it's time for you to look at each other and say, why can't it be my minute? Anything that you dream is possible if you work hard enough and you believe in it. It's not guaranteed, but I will tell you this. What else are you going to do to make that kind of money per month and to be your own boss without investing hundreds and thousands of dollars in businesses? You know, the businesses that Dave and I started, the cheapest business we ever got involved in was the coffee bar, and it was over $5,000 to get started. We put that espresso sign in the front window in 1996, and people brought their packages in and thought it meant express mail. Timing wasn't good for us, but we believed and we trusted that the right opportunity would come along. And folks, it's exactly what we're doing today. This, to me, is an opportunity in a lifetime for you to get involved in a company during the pre-launch phase and to be able to share with your friends an honest way that they could start to make extra money from home. Some people just want to be a customer. They say, I just want to get my hands on that FuelWise product. I just want to save money on my gas. Some people look at the women that have tried the age erase and say, I can't believe the difference in your face. It honestly looks like you had cosmetic surgery around your eyes. I want to get in. I want to sell that stuff like crazy. So they join as a distributor and they can make money. And there's other people that say, you know what? I could relate to what Barb Pitcock said, and I want to make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, even $100,000 a month. Folks, there are a lot of people in network marketing making incomes like that right now, and there's no reason why it can't be you. I would encourage you to listen to the CD for the next few minutes, to listen to my husband, my partner, and the CEO of Lavinity as he explains our vision for this company, the industry, and how you could get your piece of the pie. Timing is everything in business, and luck has a lot to do with that. And I would encourage you to get back with the person that handed you this CD, because I will never forget the day that a friend handed my husband a DVD. And although I wasn't open to it, and I wouldn't watch it, and I didn't think that it could work, I thank God every day today that I took that chance, that I got involved, because network marketing has totally changed my life forever. And I believe it can do the same thing for you.